welcome to Woodbridge, the best town around. My name is John McCormick. I'm the mayor of this great town, and we're here tonight for the very special two reasons. One, to honor a township employee for service above and beyond the call of duty. Actually, both the same thing. We're going to start with Police Officer Jose Maldonado. When officers do great things, and especially when they save lives, we always present them with a proclamation. And then every quarter we honor the Police Officer of the Quarter, and every year we honor the Police Officer of the Year. In tonight's case, the Officer of the Quarter is Patrolman Police Officer Jose Maldonado, who is getting this award for life saving. So it's all the same thing. He's getting both awards. We're very, very proud of him. Please read the proclamation, and you'll see why he's getting Officer of the Quarter. On March 24th, 2017, Police Officer Jose Maldonado, while conducting assigned police responsibilities, responded to a report of a motor vehicle accident with injuries at Maple Hill Drive in Woodbridge. Upon arrival at the scene, Police Officer Maldonado determined that despite the vehicle being stopped as a result of the impact of the crash, the vehicle engine remained engaged with the unconscious driver's foot on the accelerator. As a result of this circumstance, the vehicle tires had melted, causing a smoke fire situation in the engine compartment, with the unresponsive driver remained trapped in the vehicle. Officer Maldonado attempted to suppress the vehicle fire without success, and further determined that the immediate course of action was to remove the driver from the vehicle. While so engaged in the rescue, the driver regained consciousness and resisted Officer Maldonado's rescue effort. Notwithstanding, Officer Maldonado successfully removed the driver from the burning vehicle. And whereas Police Officer Maldonado conducted a follow-up investigation which uncovered various prescription legend pills and substances from inside the vehicle, which resulted in probable cause to charge the driver while operating the vehicle while under the influence of a narcotic drug. Whereas Officer Maldonado, Woodbridge Township PD, is hereby recognized for his dedication to the public safety and heroic life-saving action, and is honored before the Woodbridge Township PD, peers, and community. Officer Maldonado, please come up. Congratulations, man. You want to say anything?
I'm not a public speaker.
All right. That's okay. No one ever does. How about you, young man? Come here. Come here. Come up. Stand right here. Do you understand what just happened? When I read this about your dad, do you know what he did?
What?
He saved somebody's life. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Why is that cool?
Because it is.
All right, because it is. Well, I think you should be proud of him. That's obviously your wife and your daughter, so you all should be very proud of Officer Maldonado. John, you want to take some pics? Before I go to the next one, let me introduce the council who's up here. Far to the right, Councilwoman Nancy Drum, 1st Ward. To her left, Councilwoman Debbie Meehan, 5th Ward. To her left, Councilwoman at-Large Lisbeth DeJesus. To her left, 3rd Ward Councilman Corey Spiller. To his left, Councilman at-Large Brian Small. To his, you got Roy, our Chief Law Enforcement Officer, Joe Niski, Deputy Police Director, and Police Director Bob Hubner. Next up, we have a Mayor's Award for Excellence in Public Safety. Andrew Tuttle, who's the Accreditation Manager at the Woodbridge PD. Drew, please come up. Let me explain what this is. There's the CALEA, C-A-L-E-A, which is the National Commission on Accreditation for Law Enforcement Agencies, CALEA. Every 3 years, the Woodbridge PD subjects itself to the scrutiny of a national organization, which does an independent review, looks throughout the department, up and down, in and out, left and right, and they check every policy, every procedure, all the reports, everything that the police department does. It's an independent group. It's different people every 3 years. And this is the 7th time that the CALEA organization has accredited the Woodbridge PD. I think there's only a handful of PDs in the state of New Jersey that have gotten this award, this accreditation. I don't know if anybody got it 7 times in the last 21 years. But the man to my right was a civilian in the rec department, and many years ago he was moved over to the police department, where this job used to be handled by a uniformed officer at a whole lot more money, I might add. Now he's going to ask me for a raise. But Drew took over the job as a civilian of handling all the accreditation. And this is a cumbersome job. It's very much a detail-oriented job. He's literally got to document every single thing the PD does, and he does it with such a high standard of excellence. So let me quickly read this. Whereas CALEA accreditation serves as the international gold standard for public safety and assures the public that the Woodbridge PD maintains the highest level of law enforcement professionalism, and that Woodbridge PD officers receive state-of-the-art training in police procedures, policies, and safeties. Whereas Andrew Tuttle, Accreditation Manager, serves as the WPD representative liaison to the CALEA assessment team and command staff, sworn officers, and professional civilian staff. and is engaged in advocating the highest level of police professionalism and law enforcement operations. And whereas Andrew Tuttle has demonstrated a commitment to the Woodbridge Township PD in his service as liaison to the CLIA accreditation team and to the Woodbridge Township community, and is recognized and honored before the Woodbridge Township PD, peers, community, and family for his dedication to police professional standards and to the public safety of Woodbridge Township residents. This is just a guy that I've known. His mom used to work with us many years ago when I first started here in 1992. I knew Drew way back then. Maybe he's a Phillies fan, but we'll overlook that. So is his mom. But just a great, great employee of the Township of Woodbridge. We're very, very proud of the job he does for us. So we thought it was appropriate to give him this recognition. We'll be announcing in a couple of weeks or a couple of days that we got accredited again. But a lot of that is due to Drew's efforts, so we really appreciate that. It really helps our police department stand out. I say all the time it's the best force around, and they just keep going out and proving it. 7 times over 21 years they've been accredited. Oh, yeah, I'm going to go ahead. Yeah, next up I'll ask Director Bob Hubner if he wants to say a few words.
Sure, thanks. What can I say, like Officer Maldonado? I don't like the public speak. But anyway, congratulations, I would say. Great job. I mean, there's not a higher honor than saving somebody's life. You do so much more than just that, and that's why you were named the Officer of the Quarter. You're aggressive in your patrols. You're motivated. You lead the department in traffic enforcement, so great job. Drew, same thing. I mean, without you, we probably wouldn't be able to do the things we do. You do a great job.
Thank you. Thank you. Anybody else in the council want to say a few words?
Congratulations. Great job.
All right. Well, congratulations, pal.
Notice requirements of the Open Public Meeting Law has been satisfied concerning this meeting. The Home News Tribune and the Star Ledger published the annual notice on December 16, 2016. It was posted on the municipal bulletin board and will be so noted in the minutes of this meeting. Councilman Anderson. Here. Councilwoman Drum. Here. Councilwoman De Jesus. Here. Councilman Spiller. Here. Councilman Small. Here. Councilman Patel. Vice President Meehan. Here. And President DeLima.
Here.
Can I get a motion that the minutes from April 18th be approved as presented?
Motion. Second.
Any comments or questions from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Going with ordinances, beginning with second readings, letter A, which is an ordinance amending and supplementing Chapter 150 of the Township Code entitled Land Use and Development to address the requirements of the New Jersey Fair Housing Act and the New Jersey Uniform Housing Affordability Controls as they pertain to compliance with the municipal affordable housing obligations. Can I get a motion that this ordinance be taken up on second and third reading?
Motion. Second.
Any questions? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. The public hearing is now open on letter A only. Seeing no comments from the public, can I get a motion that the public portion of this be closed and the hearing be continued until May the 23rd?
Motion. Second.
Any questions or comments? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Letter B and C are both amendments to Chapter 7, our revised ordinance of the Township of Woodbridge with regards to handicap parking. If I get a motion that both B and C be taken up on second and third reading and the public hearing be open.
Motion. Second.
Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. The public hearing is now open on letters B and C only. Seeing no comment from the public, can I get a motion that the public hearing be closed, the ordinance to be adopted and submitted to the mayor for approval as required by law?
Motion. Second.
Any questions from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. We'll take D and E as consent. These are ordinances approving the application for a long-term tax exemption. One is for Blair SG1 Urban Renewal. The second is for Blair SG2 Urban Renewal. Can I get a motion that these ordinances be taken up on second and third reading and the public hearing be open?
Motion. Second.
Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Good. Okay. Opposed? Ayes have it. Public hearing is now open on letters D and E. D and E only. Seeing no comment from the public, can I get a motion that the public hearing be closed, the ordinance be adopted and submitted to the mayor for approval as required by law?
Motion. Second.
Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Letters F through K, first reading ordinances. Can I get a motion that these ordinances be approved by consent? be passed on first reading, published in the Home News Tribune on May 12, 2017, with notice of public hearing to be held on May 23, 2017 at 7 p.m.
Motion.
Second.
Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Resolutions listed tonight are 1 through 28. Can I get a motion that they be passed by consent, 1 through 28?
Motion.
Second.
Any questions or comments? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Mr. President.
Okay, at this time, we will now go to the public portion of the meeting. I ask that you go up to the microphone, state your name, your address, and you will have 5 minutes.
Council President, George Bob for Hope One. Okay, as these millennials, they want to know around here, they want to know stuff. Well, a lot of millennials want to come into Woodbridge because the mayor likes millennials, so maybe you have some answers for them. That parking problem over here by that place that's going up in Hope Lawn, the Warden Avenue and stuff like that, why are you ignoring it? I mean,
Well, I don't know, Mr. Chewbacca, but I'm not aware of any parking problems.
yeah. Where's the staff in the park?
There is parking spaces, and there's off-street, there's on-street and off-street parking
Where are
there.
the visitors going to park?
Probably on the street.
Well,
Yeah.
that's going to go over big with the residents there. I mean, you know, they're really concerned and everything like that. Why don't you put
Well, you know what? I don't know how concerned they are, but I haven't heard one complaint yet, except from you.
For me?
Yeah.
How about if we bring them here?
Mr. Chewbacca, next.
Next. See, okay. Millennials, he doesn't have an answer. Okay. Number 2. Okay, here's the article right here that was in the newspaper from last October about the Onyx Equities and Ed Russo building 600 residential units going over there by the Hess property. And like I said before, this is corporate welfare, and you're going to be getting the sucker taxpayers paying for it again, right? And I mean, come on, this is more. I think you need more cops, traffic. You can't move up there. I mean, when are we going to spring this on the people?
Nothing's being sprung on people, Mr. Chewbacca. It goes into the paper, it's notice, public notice, and there's hearings and meetings on it. So we're not springing anything on anybody.
Yeah, 600 units. That should be very, very thin. Okay, number 13, resolution tonight designating certain properties in the Hope Lawn section of the township as an area in need of redevelopment. 175 Quincy Court study area. I mean, what's the study back there? It's right next to the Pathmark over there, right?
That's all redeveloped, that section.
There's an easement back there for a sewer, too. You can't build back there.
Well, I'm sure that'll be taken into consideration if and when it happens.
And then you have the railroad tracks back there, too, you know? And, I mean, you know, come on. I mean, you can't build over the railroad tracks and stuff like that. Pardon me, I have a cold. So, that's good. And lastly, of course, you know, it's going to be 2 years for the Rummy Cop cover-up, of course. May is going to be 2 years. Anything going on? Did they, anybody call you from the prosecutor's office? Do we know what's going on? You don't know what's going on? Nobody wants to answer any questions? The millennials want to know? I
Mr.
mean,
Landolfi?
We've been over this several times, and quite frankly, it's getting tiresome.
I know it is. They should take a plea deal.
What, do I have the floor?
Yes, you do.
This is getting tiresome. We've been over this on multiple occasions. Nobody denies there was an incident. Jurisdiction was taken over by the county prosecutor. It sits with him. It will be adjudicated in a proper manner. That's the end of the discussion.
All right. Just make sure you're up on those news reports there. Make sure they're not changed or anything like that. You know, reflect what's going on in the township. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye.
Recommended Woodbridge property. Through the chair, Mr. Hubman. Thank you for getting those policemen out there on Route 35. We need that, but it has to be consistent. It can't just be like one day here, one day there. I know we have a big township. Through the chair, Mr. Hubbard, why do these taxis at night, especially from Perth Amboy. They always beep, beep, 2, 3 in the morning. I live over here. That means that I gotta listen to, there are cell phones. Use the cell phone to call the people. So what we gotta do is tell these taxi, Burrington, all these jerks from Perth Amboy, checkers to use a cell phone. It's simple. Hey, you want to see graffiti? Garbage cans over here on New Jersey Transit. They don't do nothing. Okay? Yeah, I told John, but and by the way, there's a lot of vagrants out here. Put them in a house somewhere. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you, Roy.
Any other comments from the public? Can I get a motion that the public portion of this meeting be closed?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Okay, at this time, we will now go to the agenda portion of the meeting, and I will go down to item number 6. As you know, the warm weather is coming, and let me just 1 second over here. And I know people are tired, and we've had this ordinance now on the records for getting rid of unwanted flyer ad circulars that keep piling up in your driveway. More than 3,400 township residents have already signed up for the Do Not Drop, which regulates unsolicited distribution of advertising circulars, flyers, newspaper supplements, and related advertising bulletins. Along with creating the registry, the Township Ordinance mandates that the flyers and unsubscribed to newspaper supplements must be delivered or dropped within 10 feet of the intended recipient's driveway, sidewalk, or pathway to the front of the property, and must be delivered so that it is visible and easily retrieved by the resident. We can't stop them completely from doing this. They're protected by the First Amendment rights. But when you sign up for the registry and they're not being thrown within 10 feet of your your steps or your sidewalk, you could visit the township website to sign up for the Do Not Drop ordinance to be on the registry. And that's www.twp.woodbridge.nj.us. If you have any questions, you're more than welcome to call up the mayor's office, or you could call up the clerk's office for more information, but you could do it right online on the Woodbridge Township website. And I will now go down to the Ford's business community. And Sam, if you can, focus in on the sign that Jay McLaughlin brought here tonight for the meeting, who's from the Ford's business community, who's actually in charge of it and is doing a great job running it. They're having a jigsaw puzzle relay, which is going to be on Saturday, June 10th, 2017, from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. There'll be grand prizes for the family with the best summer-themed costumes. I'm not coming dressed in shorts or whatever, because I don't want to show off my legs, People will get jealous. But so that's on June 10th, 4 p.m., my nice tanned legs, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m.
Throw that in.
Been called chicken legs. I don't know why, but whatever.
Canned chicken legs.
I kind of like them. 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. on June 10th, which is a Saturday, and hopefully there will be no rain date, but if there is, it will be June 17th. You'll be able to pick up your game board at any of the participating Ford's Business Community Business stores. Bring the family to explore downtown Ford's, collect puzzle pieces, and children receive a bag of treats courtesy of the FBC. There will be lollipop races for ages 3 to 7 years old. There will be a live band, which is called Unlawful Entry. There will also be children's games and prizes with DJ Randy. And there will be plenty of the businesses that are participating in this. So I encourage everybody to come down. It should be a great, fun time, and also support the local businesses on New Brunswick Avenue. And that'll be, once again, June 10th from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. on Saturday. And Jane, thank you for putting this together. You did a great job with the first Christmas tree, now annual lighting on New Brunswick Avenue, and I'm sure this is going to be a great success also. So thank you, and I look forward to seeing people down there. And that's all I have. I will now go to Council Vice President Meehan.
Thank you. Down to item number 5, the Support the Troop Rally will be held next Wednesday, May 17th at 6 p.m. between the Woodbridge Library and the Woodbridge High School. If you have a family member or know someone that resides in Woodbridge Township that is on active duty and you would like them to be honored at this event, you can reach out to me at 732-382-0273, and we will announce their names at this event. In case of rain, we will move this event over to the community center. Item number 8, Colonia Fire Department will be holding a wet down at their fire station on Saturday, June 3rd from 1 to 5. The public is invited. There will be T-shirts and food and lots of water, and they encourage you to come down and see their new truck. Down to item number 10, Veterans Issue. The 3-in-1 will be holding a fundraiser for Rebuilding Warriors on Thursday, May 25th from 6 to 9 at the 3-in-1 restaurant. Tickets are $60 per person, which includes food, wine, and beer. Tickets must be purchased in advance. All proceeds from this event will be donated to the Rebuilding Warriors. We're hoping to raise enough money to buy a service dog for a veteran that is coming back that is suffering PTSD. Tickets are available at the 3-in-1, or again, you can call me at 732-382-0273. Item number 13, the Heroin Task Force. Last Monday, the township held a free training seminar on how to use Narcan for anyone who knew someone at risk of an opiate or heroin overdose. Those in attendance, which included myself and Councilwoman Drum, were trained how to administer Narcan to reverse overdose and also given a Narcan kit. The seminar was very informational, and they're hoping to hold another one in the near future. So if it does come up, we encourage anybody that might have a loved one with an issue to come and just learn how to do this. It could save their lives. The seminar, Woodbridge Township has been very proactive and working very hard to educate the public in the dangers of the drugs that we face here and all around us. There is also a parent group that has formed made up of parents who have lost a child and parents who have a child in addiction that meets every other Tuesday night at 7 o'clock at the health center. You can call Bonnie Nolan. She is our Township Addiction Coordinator at 732-855-2800, extension 5008. And we really encourage you to do this. It's a great program, and she's wonderful at what she does. And everything is anonymous, so you don't have to worry about that. The Recreation Department is implementing its first phase of the AED program. An AED is an automatic internal device that sends an electronic shock to the heart to restore normal rhythm when somebody's heart is beating too fast or too slow or stops beating altogether. They will start training on Monday, May 15. 17 portable backpack units will be distributed to groups with trained personnel by the end of May for use by our township youth sports groups. Another 19 wall-mounted units will be placed within the township building. I just want to thank Director Simaluka. He's been working really hard on this, and I know, and Mr. Mitch knows personally, that these units can save somebody's life. There was a basketball player last year who was on in our team. They play basketball with our sons, and he went down. Without this AED, he probably would not have lived. So it is so imperative that we get these in all our fields and all our schools and all our public buildings. So thank you, because I know you're working really hard on that. And lastly, the Inman Avenue Branch Library just wanted to thank the maintenance department, who has overseen the installation of the new HVAC system, and that will be inspected this week, and it'll be ready to go for the summer months. And that's all I have tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. Before I go to Councilman Anderson, I just want to bring back about the jigsaw puzzle relay. I know you probably saw it on the sign, but for information, you could call this number, 732-738-6022. That's 732-738-6022. Thank you. Councilman Anderson.
Thank you, Councilman Delina. Council President.
Oh, no.
Go there.
go. I used to do it all the time. It's no
I'm
problem.
sorry, I scrolled down too much. No, I'm sorry. We will go with Councilwoman Drunk.
All right.
Sorry.
Thank you, Council President.
I know, women first.
You know, Mother's Day is coming.
This is true.
I should start with that. I just want to wish all the moms out there, grandmas, aunts, a happy Mother's Day. You know, it's a great day, and it's a perfect time to celebrate everything that we do for everyone. So happy Mother's Day. Thank you. Relay for Life is on June 10th at Woodbridge High School around the track. If you are interested in forming a team, you can reach out to Amy McDevitt, 732-292-3112. Amy was featured in the Woodbridge Corner. That's just coming out today, I believe. And there's a beautiful story about her passion for Relay for Life and why she does what she does. So thank you to Amy, and we'll hope to see a bunch of us out there on June 10th at Woodbridge High School. There's another announcement on behalf of the Department of Health. There's a free rabies clinic on May 15th and 17th at the Woodbridge Health Department from 6 to 8 p.m. During that clinic, there will also be a microchipping clinic, which will be held on the same night. The fee for the microchipping is $25, and the microchipping clinic will be from 7 to 8 p.m. the same nights. You can contact our Department of Health at 732-855-0600, extension 5003, or 5004 for details. There are a lot of details. You have to bring your licenses and all that, so I would encourage you to call or check our website for the details. South Amboy and Roselle Park residents are also welcome to attend. The Chamber of Commerce is having their annual street fair this Saturday, May 20th. It begins at 11 and goes to 5 p.m., so downtown Woodbridge will be not able to be accessible to local traffic. We have a women's leadership event on May 18th, Wine and Financial Design. That's going to be at Colonia Country Club from 5 to 8. And there's also an annual golf outing, which is at Colonia Country Club on Monday, June 5th. There are a lot of chamber upcoming events, so I would encourage you to go to the website, woodbridgechamber.com, to check on all that. And then there's a fundraiser. Russell Fisher will be at the Woodbridge Middle School Theater on Saturday, June 3rd, to support the Woodbridge community players because they're having a performance there, West Side Story. So they're looking at this fundraiser on June 3rd to be an opportunity to raise some money to be able to afford the West Side Story performance that'll be happening. And then I just wanted to give a shout out and say thank you to our Public Relations Director, John Haggerty, and his staff for these just came out. They're beautiful posters that list all of the summer concerts that are coming up. It's a very, very well designed. Our sponsors are on here, and the back of it has all of our upcoming events and happenings for the rest of the year, till the end of the year, actually. So thank you very much. That's all I have, Council President.
Thank you. Now we go to Councilman Anderson.
It is my turn?
Yes.
All right.
Wait, is it?
Okay.
I used to mess up with him, too. I don't know.
Well, I only have a few things, but I am also going to fill in for Councilman Ficarra, who is in Alabama as his daughter graduates medical school. I'd like to congratulate him on that and his entire family. Tooling Around the Town was outstanding event. We had 14 homes that were represented that we had filled with volunteers and also sponsorship throughout the towns of rebuilding their homes, rebuilding in a lot of areas that needed some tender love and care. I spent my day on South Fulton Street, and our captain was Sandra Grafeo. What I liked most about it was that there was a family, the Pala family, who had been benefactors of this a few years ago, where people went to their home, and Mrs. Pala and her sons are now volunteering and helping out at these homes. So it's it's a real pay it forward type of program. A lot of good spirit, a lot of good feedback from the people. The recipients were worthy recipients, and the volunteers from so many of our local companies, Wegmans, Lowe's, our churches, many of our youth organizations all had people in homes helping out. 14 homes that we helped this past April. Last night, I was able to attend a baseball game at City Field, and it was considered baseball for Ben. And I just want to congratulate John Bader, our assistant superintendent, and Mr. Lotman, the Woodbridge High School principal, for putting that together. We had a bus trip of about 75 to 100 people from Woodbridge out in center field, and Ben was brought to home plate, and prior to the first pitch, they talked about his story and his fight of brain cancer and how he's a survivor now. And so we want to always commend Ben and anyone else that is going through any type of health issues. But it was a great event, and it was nice to see Woodbridge represented out there last night. On behalf of Councilman Ficarra, he would like me to announce that the New Jersey Senior Olympics will be held for the 11th consecutive year in Woodbridge, September 8th, 9th, and 10th. There is a Senior Olympics hotline, 973-618-1111. And there will also be a superhero breakfast. So if you would like to wear a outfit, Council President, I think Council President is a superhero. So
my hero.
Yeah. So there will be a superhero breakfast in Woodbridge Community Center, 600 Main Street, on Sunday, May 21st, from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. It's $15 in advance and $20 at the door. And while you're eating your breakfast, you'll be visited by one of your favorite superheroes while you enjoy breakfast. That is all I have.
Thank you. Councilwoman De Jesus.
Thank you, Council President. Item number 6, Police Community Relations. Detective Slothberg and Detective Sino read to students at various schools in our township this week and next week. They will also be at Woodbridge High School for their bi-monthly police interaction class and at Avenel Middle School for their bi-monthly class with at-risk youth. Today was the start of the second week of the Senior Police Academy, where they will be teaching where they taught CPR and FA. Tomorrow, May 10th, they will give a SCAN presentation open to the public at Sycamore Senior Center. Tuesday, May 16th, they will be given a tour of Town Hall, the court, and the police department to the Senior Police Academy. Wednesday, May 17th, they will be participating in the yearly Senior Expo at the Community Center. They will also be participating in a car seat event at Robert Wood Johnson. Thursday, May 18th, they will be attending the annual meeting for Keep Middlesex Moving and Safe Route to School program. On Saturday, May 20th, they will have an information table in Avenel Day. They will also be attending an event where a family is preparing meals for the needy. And on Tuesday, May 23rd, the fourth week of the Senior Police Academy, they will be going to the Middlesex County Police Training Facility. And they are now accepting Junior Police Academy applications. So please contact our police department for more information. Item number 10, the Barron Arts Center. The Barron Arts Center is hosting Legends of New Jersey Big Band, Diane Moser's Composers Big Band, on June 16th at 7:30 p.m. at Woodbridge High School Auditorium. The Barron Arts Center also presents the art exhibit In the Still of the Night, the New Jersey Photography Forum on view from June 2nd through June 30th. Item number 11, the Free Public Library of Woodbridge. On Monday, May 15th, the Public Library of Woodbridge will host a program on the topic of wills, estate planning, and probate at 7 p.m. Please call 732-634-4450, extension 7128 for more information and registration. Thank you. That is all. And Director Hubner, if I can speak to you at the end of the meeting, please. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Spiller.
Thank you, Council President. Item number 1, please join us next Saturday, May 20th, for the 10th Annual Avenel Community Day at Frank G. Peltzman Memorial Park, located on Tappan Street. The parade kicks off at noon down Avenel Street to West Park Avenue to the park. Then there'll be a presentation. This year's ACD is held in memory of Earl and Marge Runkle, so the family will be there. Free food court with several of the local vendors supporting. Fire department will be there with their bounce house. With their smokehouse. We'll have a bounce house, inflatables, food, dunk tanks. So let's hope for all the events on Saturday, May 20th. It's nice and sunny because there is no rain date, so let's hope for some nice weather. Item number 3, it's that time of year again down at Oros Park where we'll be bringing down the students from our local township schools for visits. The children will get to see all the plants, the wildlife that's at the park, as well as participate in some science experiments. That's pretty cool. I bring it up because it's spring now. There's a lot of activity going on at Oros Park, so take a walk, bring the family down, see everything it has to offer. Rest of my agenda is in order. I just want to thank the administration, the BA, several of the directors. Councilman Small and myself had a meeting with them. We're having some problems at Boynton Park. There's more than enough parking. The problem is some of the players are parking on the street because it's closer to where their activities are going on. So it's a public street, but when there's parking there. So we all sat, we came up with some good ideas. We're going to get some literature and signage out there, so hopefully the residents won't have to have that concern anymore. So thank you. Oh, that's it.
Okay, thank you. Councilman Small.
Thank you, Mr. President. Item number 7, school projects. I just want to update the public. Woodbridge Middle School mural reconditioning is completed. JFK softball field and batting cage field is completed, and the construction of the exterior softball batting cage is underway. Colonia High School greenhouse, planning for the installation of irrigation system for the greenhouse and raised planted beds in the courtyard of Colonia High School, and sunscreens are underway. Colonia Middle School fields are completed. Woodbridge High School fields are completed. St. Cecilia School, the project has begun. And Ross Street School and Woodbridge Middle School addition are still in the planning stages. Just Mr. Henry, thank you for the cleanup on Blair Road. The rest of my agenda is in order. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Patel.
Yeah, thank you, Council President. I think my agenda is in order. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll now go to Mr. Mitch.
My agenda is in order. Thank you.
And we will now go with the administration. Mr. Landolfi.
Thank you, Council President. A few items this evening. The first is a request for renewal of our agreement with the Land Conservancy for a 6-month contract. That's the group that we use over in the Blue Acres area to interact with both our residents and the state. An engineering proposal for alignment engineering for segment 5 of the KSB Interceptor SOAR. Also have a resolution or a request for resolution for modifications of 3 signalized intersections with Major Engineering. I'd like to recognize our relatively newly appointed municipal engineer, Mike Gellan, who did a real nice job. His expertise in that area was quite evident in defining the scope of work that was required to undertake those improvements. And it's the first time we've done it in a long, long time, done intersection improvements. So we're looking forward to getting the design done and commencing the improvements. We'll have a co-op purchase of flooring for the community center, state contract purchase of AED equipment. Councilman Meehan was very gracious in her comments earlier this evening, but in fact, she was the impetus for us looking at that project, and it was, I was going to say at her urging, but probably at her insistence that we moved it forward. So credit should go there. We'll have a approval of state contract vendors, change order for the HVAC system in this building, bid for what we listed as a community center gaming system. Really, that's our video system, the video games over there. A bid awarding improvements to the grid chamber at the Woodbridge pump station. Several renewals of our shared service agreements with the Board of Education. They're all listed out. Several housekeeping items. Tax overpayments, sewer overpayments, tax court appeals, parking permit refunds. And I have requested an executive session after tonight's meeting, Council President. That's all I have.
Thank you. We'll now go to the Police Department. Director Butler.
Thank you, Council President. I have an amendment to 2 handicap parking spaces, one on Lehigh Avenue in Avenel, the other on Martin Terrace in Woodbridge, and then the addition of a handicap parking space on Ella Avenue in Avenel. Thank you.
Thank you. Go to the Health Department, Mr. Green.
Thank you, Council President. I don't have anything. Thank you.
Okay, we'll go to the Recreation Department, Mr. Simaluka.
Thank you, Council President. I have one item tonight, waiver for a mobile stage rental fee. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. We'll go to Planning and Development, Ms. Leskey.
Thank you, Council President. In addition to our standard biweekly refund resolutions, we'll also have a resolution for contract to continue work on our affordable housing lawsuit, the master plan housing element with TNF. And then just as an add-on, we're going to have a resolution to spend some money from our tree fund. Thank you.
Thank you. Now go to Public Works, Mr. Henry.
Thank you, Council President.
Wow, that's a first. A lucky night. And we'll now go through the... This evening. Okay, we'll now go to executive session.
We're in section 8 of the open public circumstances, whereas this public body is of the opinion that these circumstances exist. Now therefore be resolved by the Municipal Council of the Township of Woodbridge that the public portion of this meeting is hereby recessed for approximately 20 minutes in order for the Municipal Council to meet in a closed executive session, and will reconvene following. Do I get a motion to approve the resolution?
Motion.
Second. Comments or questions? All in favor, aye? Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it. At this time, I could ask the public to please exit the room. Are you ready? Yes. Can we get a motion to exit the executive session?
Motion.
Second.
Any comments or questions from council? All in favor, aye? Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Second. Motion properly made a second. Any comments or questions? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? Meeting adjourned.
Meeting adjourned.